keynote speaker at Centenary College's 136th January commencement ceremony.
Well, thank you so much, and I am proud of this presentation. This is great. I'm very proud of Centenary College, and I'm very happy that my family is with me. My wife, my friend Ann Barry, two of my children, her boyfriend Andy. My youngest son Andy is stuck in Brooklyn. He claims there's a lot of snow there, but I'm not sure about that. Congratulations to the graduates, to your parents, grandparents, brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, relatives of all sorts, your friends and colleagues, and all of the teachers and professors you've had throughout your nearly 2 decades worth of schooling. But you members of the class, of the graduating class, may be thinking, hey, I'm the one sitting here in the robe and the funny hat. I'm the one getting the diploma. Focus on me, not them. It's true, this is an important day in your lives, but it's also a milestone, and it is a milestone you should cherish. And there's no denying that you did the work to earn that diploma, but you didn't do it alone. I'm willing to bet that each of you has a number of significant people in your lives, people who've prepared you to be the person you are today, who've supported you in your journey, emotionally and intellectually, and perhaps even financially. This is an important day in their lives, too. And that's exactly what I want to talk about today, the fact that people working together can always accomplish more than a single person working alone. Collaboration is one of the most important skills a person can have. It's so important, in fact, that you've been graded on it since preschool, as in plays well with others. As you embark on your careers, whatever profession or pursuit you choose, you will find that collaborating, working, and playing well with others will be your best and fastest route to excellence. Now, if you're a baseball fan like I am, you've probably noticed that the teams that win big are often not the teams with 1 or 2 superstars on them. Barry Bonds, he hit more home runs over the course of his career than any baseball player before him. But he never played on a team that won the World Series. The San Francisco Giants didn't win until last year, 2 years after Bonds retired. Or maybe you're basketball fans, and you grandparents may remember the great New York Knicks teams of 1969 and 70. Willis Reed led the team, and no matter how heavy the defensive coverage, he always had a knack of finding an open player to make a basket. Now that's teamwork. I'm told that not everyone is interested in sports here, but I bet you've all visited the internet. The entire purpose of the internet in its early days was to facilitate collaboration between research institutions. Back in the 1960s, when computers were far bigger and far less powerful than they are today, one institution's computers might not be capable of handling the complex calculations needed for research. So a network was created to link computers together so researchers could access the computing power they needed. And how did I learn all of this? Anyone know the answer? I can tell you. I learned it thanks to another collaboration that's changed our lives forever, Wikipedia. Wikipedia may be the largest and most far-reaching collaboration the world has ever seen. Whatever topic you're interested in, this remarkable, self-sustaining database gives you access to the collective wisdom of the world. And all you have to do is hit a few keystrokes. And most of the information is correct. As you leave the academic world you have been in for so long, sometimes you may find yourselves in situations for which you feel unprepared. Even the most accomplished people have experienced the feeling that someone will find out that they're a fraud. One of my favorite stories about that comes from the writer and commentator Peggy Noonan. When she was hired to write speeches for President Ronald Reagan, she went through a 3-stage process of settling into the job. In stage 1, she found herself thinking, I hope no one figures out how stupid I am. After a few months in the White House, she hit stage 2. Hey, I'm as smart as anyone else here. Then a few months later came stage 3, and she said to herself, oh my God, we're the people in charge? People got from the I to the we pretty quickly, but then again, fear has always been a powerful motivator. But once Peggy realized that she was the equal of her colleagues, that she was capable and able to get down to the business of collaboration, That's when Peggy's speechwriting shop created some of the most memorable speeches of our time and helped Reagan earn his nickname, the Great Communicator. I think collaboration is one of the highest forms of art. In fact, art could not exist without collaboration. That's especially true in theater. You've got a thriving theater program here at Centenary. Centenary Stage Company does excellent work, and it's a big reason why I'm here today. And it goes without saying that their productions are collaborative. Even a one-person show needs someone to light it, design the sets and costumes, do publicity, run the box office. I think you get the idea. But the work of Centenary Stage Company itself is made possible by collaboration, especially with the collaboration of the Reeves Foundation, whose commitment to this college over many years has played an important role in its growth, especially in the most recent campaign which raised the money for the stage company's impressive new home, the David and Howard Lackland Center. So I want to congratulate Ed Reeves and the Foundation for their strong support of this fine program and so many other great organizations who support it. Now that's the kind of collaboration I engage in most frequently these days, collaborating with donors, foundations, investors, and government on ways to keep the Actors Fund's programs strong and relevant. But when I was in college, I did get a taste of the collaboration involved in performing. I played Father Philip Berrigan in The Trial of the Kids in '09, and it was a great experience in every way. And you know, it encouraged me to move from performing on stage to working off stage, a role that I'm enjoying very much since then. In 1882, when the Actors Fund was founded, actors were both praised and admired. People loved to see actors on stage, but they didn't want to mingle with them in polite company. Actors were not even allowed to be buried in consecrated cemeteries. That's how uncivilized people thought actors were. One of the fund's first acts was to purchase cemetery plots so performers and others who worked in the profession would be able to have a proper burial. Fortunately, the Actors Fund had always had people willing to collaborate with us to raise people's and money to keep our work going. People like the celebrated writer Mark Twain, who spoke at our 1907 fundraising event. Twain said, "The actor has been your benefactor many and many a year. When you have been weary and downcast, he has lifted your heart out of gloom and given you a fresh impulse. This is your opportunity to be his benefactor, to help provide for him in his old age and when he suffers from infirmities." Now, Mark Twain kicking off a fundraising event in 1907, that's very cool. But he was joined by a sitting president of the United States of America, Theodore Roosevelt. President Roosevelt and Mark Twain, that's another benefit of collaboration. Because when you work well with people and work with people, you get to meet and work with an amazing range of people. For instance, take this speech I'm giving to you right now. I collaborated on it with speech writers who worked with world leaders, great world leaders. And I'm talking people like Barack Obama, John Kennedy, even people like Will Ferrell. And you know, you can collaborate with them too. That's right, when I was invited to speak today, I did what any modern human being would do. I Googled commencement addresses. And before I knew it, YouTube had served up a range of fascinating people, inspiring generations of graduates. As a result of my collaboration with YouTube and Google, my first draft of the speech was fantastic. I mean, really fantastic. If you think this is good, my first draft was much better. It was a cross between President John F. Kennedy's 1963 address at American University, the one in which he challenged the Soviet Union to end the Cold War, and the address given at Harvard University 40 years later by another great American, Will Ferrell. Will had apparently been expecting to speak at the Worcester, Massachusetts boat show, and he was a little surprised to show up at Harvard. You can look up those speeches. They are terrific. They're different, but they're terrific. What did my collaboration with John F. Kennedy and Will Ferrell teach me? I realized that those speeches succeeded not because of the loftiness of the ideas or the absurdity of the humor. Those speeches succeeded because each man was speaking from his heart and about something he passionately believed in. So rather than emulating the substance of their speeches, recommending a new world order today, or trying hard to make you laugh, I decided to focus my remarks on the thing I'm most passionate about, which is collaboration. You may have a different passion, and that's good. The most important thing is to be who you are Be true to yourself, even when you're asked to do something you don't often do, like giving commencement speeches. Be honest with yourself about your personal strengths, and even more important, be honest about your limitations. You can't improve them until you acknowledge them. We all have important roles to play, and if they end up being different roles than the ones we started out seeking, sometimes pursuing that's okay. Sometimes we are featured players, sometimes the most important roles we play are less visible. What we in the theater call back of house, stagehands, or in front of the house, box offers and ushers. But there's an old saying in the entertainment business, there are no small parts, only small actors. And that holds true in life as well. The important thing is to do something that you're passionate about. Play your part well, with honesty and enthusiasm. Work with people, not against them. Take good care of yourself. In so doing, you'll be caring for the ones you love and for those who rely on you. And believe in something bigger than yourself. It's not all about you. And I'm a little sorry to admit this, but it's not all about me either. It's about how we all fit together, how we can collaborate to make the world a better place. The legacy each of us leaves will be tied to the success of our friends and colleagues. So be generous with your talents and support, and always find joy in what you do, no matter what you do, even if you're working alongside someone you're not crazy about. Collaboration isn't always easy, but it is always the best route. Congratulations on all you've achieved, and good luck as you begin your collaborations in the wider world. I look forward to seeing how your collective talents and energies create a world that's better for all of us. Thank you all very much.